Hello, folks. Wanted to discover another topic, a movie, a very, I guess, a much older movie from maybe ballparking, since my phone's dead. Bleh. I'm guessing ballparking, actually 1990. Not wait, no. You know what? I'm just gonna say the film. I'm gonna say the film. I would type right here, but my computer picture gets clicked off and I get confused. But that's the film Alpha Dog, starring Ben Foster, Sean Hatosi, and what's that other kid's name? I know that kid. I know that kid. Um, I'm gonna let my phone charge. We'll talk about that in a minute. But yes, the film Alpha Dog, an interesting film, a very, I'd say, quite a message. It is a message. When you think about it, it's a message. Not to do something when, like, it's like a signal when you're not supposed to do something and it backfires on you, kind of like that. But the film stars Ben Foster as the brother, the older brother of the younger brother who got involved in some bad shit. Meaning, he got involved with some hoodlums who were, for example, using drugs, selling drugs, and doing a lot of partying and drinking and things like that. And the father of the lead guy who was throwing the parties and doing and selling the drugs was Bruce Willis. A very small role, very small, minor. He doesn't really have much to do in this film, not really. But I guess towards the end, he becomes an okay dad. I guess, I suppose, if that's how you want to see it. Okay, but yeah, the kid I know from the girl next door. I do recognize him. I have his name like in the back of my head. I just forgot it. But I do know Ben Foster gave the fucking real performance. Ben Foster gave the real performance, as well as who was that other guy? Sean Hatosi was in there from Animal Kingdom. The faculty, which he has a very small part. I kind of feel like Sean Hatosi deserves a bigger part. You give him this little fucking cheap part. It, it's like it. It doesn't fit. That did not fit. If you know what I mean. Sean Hatosi deserves a little bit more recognition from the talents of, let's say, a show called Southlands, where he played a cop, and a show Animal Kingdom, where he played a criminal mastermind brother who just got out of prison named Pope. He deserves more. And of course, faculty. Um, that wasn't his. Obviously, faculty was not his biggest performance. I would 100% give it to Animal Kingdom and Southlands, 100%. But if we're talking about uh, role performances, Justin Timberlake, first of all, he did okay. He did okay. I wouldn't say he's the world's greatest actor, but for the script that was given, it was fine for the script. I just okay. So the plot is Ben Foster is the brother. He's a drunk. He's a drug dealer. He's on drugs, probably on cocaine at the moment. And his parents have his little brother, played by, and again, I know the actor's name. I know it. In fact, my phone is charging up here. I mean, I'm about to charge it. I'm about to check. Just chill. Just just pretend you're in labor. Okay. Um, yeah, no, he's his younger brother. And Ben Foster, again, that's another one who deserves more credit. And you don't hear about him. You don't hear anything about him. What's he doing right now? What is he doing? We're getting all these roles. First of all, okay, I shouldn't even say that because everything now is Marvel. Everything is fucking Marvel now. I don't give a shit about Marvel. Everything is Marvel right now. Okay, either way. I'm sorry, I'm going on a tangent. Either way. This is. Yeah, the younger brother of Ben Foster. And who gives a very intense performance. A very intense one. Like, you can tell that he's out of it. And he's not really there, and but he still cares for his younger brother. He still cares about him. You could definitely tell he cares. You could. There's a little message in there. You could. I know this kid. I know this kid. I've seen him in a million other things. And yeah, that's of course Emil Hirsch, who plays Johnny Truelove. I recognize him. I've recognized him from the Girl Next Door with Alicia Cuthbert, Justin Timberlake, Ben Foster. Hell of a fucking brilliant actor. Brilliant. Bruce Willis, but it's very minor. He doesn't really have a lot to do. Sharon Stone's in there, playing sort of the mother of Zach Mazur, who plays Anton Yelchin, who is the younger brother of Ben Foster. And that's the actor I was thinking of, right there. And Anton Yelchin, he's been in other stuff. Sean Hatosi, Amanda Seyfried. Yeah, Emil Hirsch was in The Girl Next Door with Alicia Cuthbert. I say Cuthbert. That's right? I don't know if that's correct, but I think it is. I think it's Cuthbert, right? Yeah. Either way, um, Justin Timberlake did a good job. Ben Foster did a remarkable job. He plays such I can't even. There's no words. He plays a remarkable psychopath. Very. Like there's one point when he's on the phone with Johnny Truelove, and he's like threatening him, and because they kidnapped his brother, right? Because there was this drug deal that it went wrong, and Johnny Truelove did not like it, so he was offended and he took his brother hostage. Ben Foster's younger brother. He took him hostage. It's kind of funny, like, along the way, he starts to feel welcomed, like he's part of something. He's part of this drug crowd that wants to bring him in and sort of initiate him, and he feels welcomed, but he's really young. He's a lot younger than all the other ones, and his brother does not want him around these guys, but his brother's a bad influence too. His brother's no better. But you could definitely tell that. You could tell he's feeling welcomed. He likes it. It's very hard to watch. This is a very tough watch. In fact, I'd watch the first 50 minutes and just end it if I were you. Because after that, it goes fucking downhill completely. It goes downhill. I hate this fucking ending. I hate the ending. I know it's a true story. I get it. It's based off a true story that really, really happened. It's just, do we have to put that in fictional movies? Do we have to do that? I mean, there's no reason. There could have been any other better way that they could have gone, literally. But they chose the real way. Okay. Because that's better. Right. Why? Because it's real? Could have gotten a better movie. How about that? I don't know what to say about this, you know? I just don't know what to say. First of all, Sean Hatoshi was a scumbag. He was the one who shot the kid. The character, that is. The character, Elvis, which is a funny name for a crime movie. That's weird. Elvis. Sean Hatoshi. My gripes with the movie, I have gripes with it. I really do. Justin Timberlake did a good job. He did. Emile Hirsch did a good job. He did. Ben Foster was the best part of the movie. And Sean Hatoshi deserved a bigger role in the movie. Again, Bruce Willis, a big actor known for Die Hard and things like that. But he's also in the back, and that's weird. Like, you had Bruce Willis from fucking, I don't get it. You know, Die Hard, Last Boy Scout. You got this action star, and you do nothing with him. I wanted to make this kind of short. I did. Couldn't help thinking about it. This film deserved so much more. So much more. Because you look at the cast, it's a big cast. The cast says that it will be good. But when you watch the movie, it's not good. Does that make any sense to you? Does it? Because I think we could have done a hell of a lot better. We could have. Especially with Justin Timberlake. I mean, he's a good singer. I don't really label him an actor, but he did good here. I will give that to him. He did okay here. Okay for a small amount of time. As the guy, he cares about Frankie. He cares about Frankie. Frankie being the younger brother of Ben Foster's character. Just a very sad story. It's based on a true story. I have gripes with the movie, but despite that, it is a true story. So I can let go because it's true. So true love, no pun intended. Um, I don't have any other standing issues with the way that the direction went, other than, well, I was having some fun with it when, like, Frankie took in, what's his name? He took in Zach Mazursky. Frankie and Zach Mazursky were good friends, and you could see that along the way because they bonded and they partied together and they were becoming kind of buddies. It broke my heart because at one point, whether it being, even if Anton Yelchin's character Zach was tied up, him and Justin Timberlake were walking down the city street at one point, and people were cheering, Wah! And Justin Timberlake's character turns and looks at him. He's like, "Listen, if you wanted to run away right now, I would not stop you. If you want to run away right now, I would not stop you." There was a city bus that pulled up. His character looks at Anton Yelchin's character and he says, "Listen, if you just get on the bus right now, we can forget about all this." What do you say about that, huh? Takes a puff of his cigarette. What do you say? "I did not see you here. I vouch for you." That was him being a friend. That was literally his version of being a good friend. But he never got on because he did not want to make trouble for his brother, apparently, who, which I don't know how you would think, like, what is on your mind? Like, I don't understand. Just get on the fucking bus and go. What's so hard? He doesn't, and he gets close to Justin Timberlake's character a lot. He goes back to Justin Timberlake's character's house. They bond, they drink, they throw a few parties, and they fucking get down and shit. And you can tell Justin Timberlake, he's not all there. Obviously, he's not all there, but you can tell he does not want to kill a kid. Where like Amelia Hirsch, Johnny Truelove wants to kill him. He really does. He comes very close a time or two. I think at one point maybe he even warms up to the kid. At one point, they're worried. If they let him go, what's he gonna say? Is he gonna run his mouth? They let him go, like, okay, these guys kidnapped me, so what am I gonna do? Don't know what to do. You made a wrong choice. That's what you did. But you could definitely tell the paranoia of the character. There's a lot of paranoia with the characters, that they're worried about what's going to happen to them. And I wish we could have gotten to something that was more fiction, not true. I wish we got something more fiction, not true. Because we could have done a lot with this story. This was a good story to begin with. We could have done way more with it, though. Way 100% more. Emile Hirsch did a good job. Justin Timberlake did a good job. Ben Foster did a remarkable job. He's the best part of the fucking movie. The best part of the movie is Ben Foster, who you've seen in Hostage and a lot of other movies. What was the other one? He was in a lot. He was in other ones I can't remember off the top of my fucking head. I just can't. But I've seen him elsewhere. I have seen him in a lot. What was that other one? It's gonna bug me now. It's really gonna bug me. Okay, that's gonna fucking bug me. I can't stand that. Let's see. Ben Foster. I said Bun Foster. I'm sorry. Blech. I know Hostage was my favorite of his with Bruce Willis, where he plays a really creepy guy. He robs the home of these rich people with these two other guys, and he's sort of a psycho, kind of. He plays a psycho role, crawling around through the vents like he's Thor and Mind Ripper from Wes Craven. Good movie. Look up Mind Ripper from Wes Craven. Wes Craven's son, Jonathan Craven, wrote it. You'll see what I mean when he's crawling through the vent with his long hair. You'll see what I mean. Look up Mind Ripper. Um, but yeah, Ben Foster has done many roles. He was in No Country. He was in Hell or High Water. Of course, Alpha Dog's my favorite. Well, I don't know. Alpha Dog. As far as my young years go, maybe, but I would have to give it to Pandorum with Dennis Quaid. I'd have to give it to that. That might be my like favorite of his. I just remembered Pandorum, right? I'm waiting for this list of movies to pop up right now. But yeah, of course, Pandorum. Um, he was in a lot of movies. 30 Days of Night. He played another uh, vampire son of a bitch. The Punisher. He plays his roles very effectively. Ben Foster. He's always had a very effective way of doing things. Always to make things more intense. He's very intense. Very intense. I just feel like this guy needed a role in Breaking Bad or something. Like he would have worked well as Todd. I don't know, like this guy deserved more, but that's just me. As well as Sean Hatosi. Sean Hatosi is one of those guys who is thrown in the back of the fucking line. Never heard from again, and we didn't get any real roles from him, which he could have played a lead role very well. He could have played a lead role very well, but we didn't. We just saw him as a side guy in Alpha Dog. Yeah, I mean, he got his moment in Animal Kingdom, but it wasn't really much. I mean, he deserved more. What really sells this film, Alpha Dog, is Ben Foster. Ben Foster and his fucking crazy ass shit. I need this fucking job. I need this. I need this fucking job. Like, there's one point when he's screaming at his boss, and he's like losing it. He's getting dragged out of the office and shit because somebody ratted on him. So, but he gets dragged out. He's got no money. He goes to Emil Hirsch's house, breaks the windows, breaks in, shits on his floor. So you see him shitting on the floor, which is nice. I don't really prefer to see it, but I close my eyes. But yeah, basically the whole story is they kidnapped his brother after that, played by Anton Yelchin, and he has to go rescue him. And before he could rescue him, they shoot him, and that's a spoiler. That's a spoiler. And Sean Hatosi's character shoots him, so it's like we could have given more to Sean Hatosi. We really could have. I mean, he should have been Justin Timberlake's character. I feel like, even though I did like Justin Timberlake's character, I did. I'm not knocking him. I'm not knocking him. There could have been more done with it. There could have been a little bit more work put into that Like, just because somebody's a pop musician doesn't mean they need a serious role. It does not always fucking mean they need a serious role. If you sing songs, okay, sing songs. You don't need a serious role every time. Even though Justin Timberlake did okay. Sean Hatosi would have rocked it. Bruce Willis, if we given him more shit to work with, it would have been better. It would have. He had so much talent at this point, and he's young in this day. Like, this was a very young time for Bruce Willis, and you've given him nothing to do. That's my review. That's my review on the film. That's it. That's all you're getting. Yep. Peace out.